doing their best to slash wasteful spending and trim all kinds of workforce problems in the federal government. One of those departments getting impacted, though, is Veterans Affairs. A recent report says as much as 80,000 staffers are going to get the axe. So the Washington Post saying that, quote, veterans flock to government jobs, now thousands are being fired. Look, the concept that just because you're a veteran, if your position is not about efficiency and it's not helping others, then it doesn't matter if you're a veteran or if you're an Eskimo. Your position shouldn't exist. We're getting rid of positions that are not economical, that just simply just not needed. So I'd pose the question to Democrats, how can you say you're suddenly caring about veteran employment when you are happy to fire active duty soldiers for not getting a vaccine? Authors of the new book, Mission Invincible Marriage, okay, fellow team guy Jason and his wife Erica Redman, the boss. The whole veteran thing is interesting to me because, no, I don't think any veteran actually feels I'm owed this job. Veterans are happy to earn their keep. Sometimes they're just in departments that aren't.
Yeah, what's interesting, I was just in D.C. last week. I heard Secretary Collins speak, and he talked about during the Biden administration, budget went up by almost $2 billion. Mm-hmm. 80,000 people were hired. Backlogs on disability benefits were 40,000. It increased tenfold over the 4 years. When he stepped into office, it's over 400,000 now. So you can't tell me it's efficient. We're not doing the right thing. We need to make sure we're taking care of our veterans better. Obviously helping those guys find new jobs, new purpose.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other thing, too, that you're here, Mission Invincible Marriage, okay? This is your new book. Fantastic, okay? You put a little part that we pulled out. Military life is hell on marriage. In special operations world, the toll is even greater. Our divorce rate is nearly 90% in the SEAL teams, as SEALs were highly trained to face every kind of obstacle that could possibly present itself on the battlefield, but at home, we're losing the war for our marriage. Look, I got divorced right after I got out of the military, too. So, I get this stuff. I mean, Erica, this is a big thing that nobody's focusing on.
We're excited that if we can take our 24 years together and things that...
You put up with him for 24...
I know. I've had to pay a lot.
She could have made it through buds.
But if we can take these concepts that helped us beat these odds, we really hope that some of the tips and tools that we use to make it through this special operations career and being wounded and now running businesses together, we really hope that other military, fire, police, that this can actually help make a difference.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, Jason, you and I actually did a workup together over at Team 10. I actually think you're better looking now than you were before you got shot, but I mean...
Plastic surgery works wonders, man. Shout out Ed Rodriguez.
Exactly. I mean, here's the thing is, this whole thing with, go, 11 months on the road, if you've got kids, wife, everything like that, they're serving just as much as you are.
If not more so. And I think that's the thing. So often, the protector community, I mean, take the SEALs out of it for a minute. Military, law enforcement, fire, all of us come into this job because we're protectors. We're mission focused. And unfortunately, too often, we think it's an either or thing. Hey, either I can be this great SEAL, police officer, firefighter, or I'm not able to be a good husband, or, I've got to figure out a way to do both. And more often than not, they say, I can't do both. We are living proof. And there's a lot of others. We know others that are out there. But we actually put it into a formula using special operations principles for guys and gals to use to have that marriage.
And I got 20 seconds left. But sometimes it's going to hurt, and you just got to suck it up, right?
I mean, absolutely. And I think that we, communication... We outlined our rules of engagement. We've definitely navigated, and I think that this will be really relatable, especially the protector community, but I think it'll apply to anybody.
No friendly fire. Don't shoot your teammate.
Yeah, that's good. The book is fantastic. Okay, Mission Invincible Marriage. We have it there on screen. Get a copy. Jason and Erica Redman, you guys are the best. All right, folks, same time, same place tomorrow. Stick around. Greta's next.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.